Hey everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Leave it down below in the comments. I love hearing from you. Today is actually a beach day here. By beach, I mean a local lake. I wish I lived by an actual beach, but it has inspired today's video because I want to bring to you all of the coconut fragrances in my collection. I don't want to just hit on the typical coconut or the typical tropical sunscreeny coconuts that are in my collection. I want to talk about every single different type of coconut that is in my collection, whether it's coconut milk, coconut water, coconut. So we're going to cover all of that. If you enjoy fragrance content, beauty content, and some lifestyle content, then definitely click the subscribe button, join the fam, you will not regret it. Okay, let's just get started. I have a little bit of everything here. I think I will start with my body sprays and a sample that I want to talk about. I have 4 body sprays that feature a note of coconut. The first Lone Ranger here is Sol de Janeiro's Tan Lines. This is Solar Tuberose and Latte de Coco. I don't speak Spanish or any other language, but Latte de Coco to me means like a coconut latte, so think milky, creamy. I'm gonna add just a little bit of this on. It really is pretty. I got this when they came out, not this season, but last season with the 3 summer themed sprays. I got all 3. I do really enjoy this one. I definitely get the creaminess that is the coconut milk in there, but this is definitely a tuberose fragrance and honestly quite potent for being a body spray. I cannot lie. She's a banger, okay? You get yourself drenched in this, you're gonna smell it. And this is pretty to me because it's very perfumey. Like, it's elegant, floral, very perfumey. If you're looking for like strictly summer sunscreeny vibes, this isn't it. To me, this is very floral and perfumey, but I think it's beautiful. And it is an amazing topper on top of those that lean a little too sunscreeny. You know, when you're just like, I was feeling beachy, but I don't want to be that beachy. You pop this on top and it really elevates it. She's beautiful. I'm very glad to have it in my collection. Now we'll dive into my Bath & Body Works sprays. This one is a unique one. This is Pastel Skies. I love this. It's so good. Okay, in here we have Soft Cloud Berries, Pink Spun Sugar, and Coconut Musk. It's cotton candy, baby. That's what this is. It is definitely cotton candy, right front and center. It smells so good. I'm obsessed with cotton candy fragrances. Definitely one of my all-time favorite notes. Definitely get the soft cloudberries, that spun sugar, absolutely. And the coconut musk in here, to me, adds a creamy but airy vibe. The musk of it definitely keeps it from feeling syrupy or heavy. It makes it that soft, cloudy effect. There's something about cotton candy mixed with coconut that I think the coconut keeps the cotton candy from being too juvenile, too super stomach turning sweet. I love this one. Like, I really love this. This is probably, it's hard to say because I do have some Bath & Body Works favorites, but this is up there. This is definitely in the top picks from Bath & Body Works. I love this scent. And then the next 2 are very coconutty, and one is brand new. This is the Whipped Coconut Milkshake. This is new this summer season during their like semi-annual sale or whatever they call it that's going on right now. I think I got this for like $3.95. Don't quote me on that, but it was cheap. A good deal. And then this was a Macari purchase because I couldn't find it locally. This is the coconut cream pie. So let's talk about this one first. This is toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie crust. And I get all of that. Oh my gosh. This smells so good you could eat it. I really get the caramel in there. This is very much coconut caramel dessert-like. Truly scrumptious. And then I get the pie crust and it smells like graham cracker pie crust. Oh my gosh. This one's good too. I don't know, this is up there on my list of Bath & Body Works favorites. I really like to pair this with things that I want to bring out sweetness, I want to bring out a caramel effect, and the coconut. I find myself pairing this often with my cloud. I think it smells really good with the clouds. I don't know, it sweetens them up a little bit and it kind of brings out the coconut in there. I love this one. It is so good. If you like truly gourmand edible scents, this is your girl. This one is really new to me. This is the whipped coconut milkshake, so I haven't got to play with this much. I have found myself also pairing this with my clouds to bring out more of the coconut effect. In here we have vanilla ice cream, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. I definitely pick up all of that. This one is far less gourmand than the toasted coconut cream pie or whatever it's called. This one is still very edible, but not like packs a punch dessert like. Even people who aren't like gourmand lovers, they just kind of like gourmands, like this would be one I think you could like. I really liked the sugared amber in here. It keeps it from going strictly gourmand, but then I do get the vanilla ice cream. I do get that. I think I was hoping it would be a little bit more rich and creamy. It's not quite as creamy as I was hoping. It's a little bit more airy. And then the toasted coconut is definitely in there. I need to play with this one more to see how I feel about it. Like I'm not regretting it, but I just haven't given her a good wear. If you're doing the semi-annual sale and you like coconut, this is definitely worth checking out. Okay, that's all for body sprays. I do want to mention one sample that I'm just wearing today. This is Skylar's Coconut Cove, and I've heard really good things about this from people who like coconut fragrances. It's not my favorite. Now I'm just wearing it today, so it's very recent. My mind has definitely changed before. But this one was like super sunscreeny. If that's what you're going for, go for it. But it was like so sunscreeny that it was kind of like, ugh. When I first put it on, I didn't get any perfumey effect from it. I feel like I just rubbed myself down with strictly sunscreen. It was a little bit more harsh than I was expecting. I think I was thinking it was going to be a bit more perfumey still, but this one is very sunscreeny, and so far it is not my favorite. If I'm going for a sunscreen vibe, I'm going to pick up my Dossier dupe of Beach Walk by Replica. This is very sunscreeny, very. But I feel like she's elevated and a little bit classier than Coconut Cove. This is like straight sunscreen. This is mostly sunscreen with a little drop of perfume in there. We have bergamot, pink pepper, lemon, aquatic quartz, ylang ylang, heliotrope flower, coconut, musk, cedarwood, benzoin, and tonka bean. Is just elevated from Coconut Cove. I'm gonna be smelling so coconutty. I definitely pick up the freshness and the citrus from the bergamot. I'm really a fan of bergamot as far as citruses go. It's definitely my favorite, and it's just, this one is really, it's elevated, it's semi-elegant, but still very beachy, sunscreeny. So if I'm reaching for one where I want true beach vibes, I'm grabbing this one. And also, I would recommend the Dossier version. Like, I respect Replica because, one, I think their bottles are beautiful. I think their line is so creative. I love that it's truly like a moment in time. But their EDTs, they are expensive, and Dossier is very affordable, and these are actual parfums, so I would recommend this one. I do appreciate a good bottle though, so if the bottle is a big deal to you, then go the OG route, go with Beach Walk. I do love this fragrance. While I'm on the true coconutty fragrances, let's keep going that direction. Here I have the KKW Pink Lips, and I found this at Marshall's, I believe it was. It was super cheap, and I was like, okay, the bottle is cute. I'm gonna give it a try. Bergamot and citrus in the opening. Then we have coconut nectar, floral, solar notes, and in the base we have more coconut, sandalwood, amber, musk. I definitely can tell there's coconut in here. There is a very creamy effect. Honestly, I would think there was tuberose in here, but it's tiara flower. To me, it's so creamy, it goes that route of tuberose. I feel like a lot of tuberose fragrances just are very like dense, creamy fragrances. This is really pretty, and honestly, on the skin, it really, you can smell it. It does project. Honestly, like it smells like a bit more expensive than it is. The packaging is very cutesy and cheapy looking, but this fragrance, it kind of smells expensive. On Fragrantica, it is compared to Kayali Utopia, and most definitely very similar. This is discontinued, so if you're not able to find this at your Marshalls, but you really love the scent, Kayali Utopia would be a good one to grab. They are extremely similar. If you've smelled that, this one is very, very close. Obviously, Kayali bottles, much elevated from this. If you're looking for a really good coconut affordable fragrance, I love Coconut Palm from Mix Bar. I think these are like $18 or $20. At least they were when I bought them, you know, inflation. It's probably more now. It's good. I love this. It smells far more expensive than it is. I think the Mix Bar longevity is pretty good for the price. This is one I would probably pop in my bag and reapply if I was like doing a long day at work or I'm going somewhere after work and I want to smell really good. But you cannot beat it for the price. We have coconut, vanilla, woody notes, sandalwood musk, some salt and seaweed. I do get the little bit of salt in there. It just keeps it from going too sweet. This is almost unisex. If you like unisex leaning sweet, this could definitely be unisex. This is very elevated. I can tell there's coconut in here, but it's very perfumey still. It's elegant. It's a vibe, and I'm gonna be smelling so good by the end of this. And this is one that on the skin, I feel like it comes to life. It's almost a your skin but better type of scent. I think salt notes can do that. Think like clean skin. This is like that vibe, but going the coconut route. She's elevated, she's sexy, but she's not like in your face, packs a punch. It's like, oh no, I just woke up, took a shower, smell like this naturally. This is really a beauty, and honestly beautiful for all year round. I can tell it's coconut, but this is not strictly summer by any means. I do really enjoy having this in my collection, and I need to reach for it more because she's a beauty. One that is new to my collection, so I haven't given it enough of a wear. This is Tarab al-Dahab by Arad al-Zafaran. I'm sure I just butchered that. This is a Middle Eastern fragrance. Now, one thing I do want to point out, mine has particles in it. Like, what's the deal with that? Should I be concerned? Should I be concerned about that? Do you see those floaties? For any of my fragrance geeks in here, let me know. Should I be concerned that there's floaties in here? I got this because it was compared to Amber Romance from Victoria's Secret, which I think is a beautiful fragrance. And I had a family member who that was her go-to scent, and I cannot wear it for that reason. It just makes me think of her. It will forever be her fragrance. This has white flowers, lime, coconut milk, vanilla, nutmeg, and musk. When I read the notes, I thought it was going to be pretty powerful. And being a Middle Eastern fragrance, I thought it was going to be pretty powerful. It's honestly not, and it's very refreshing. I definitely get that zesty bergamot opening, or excuse me, lime. Two green citruses, I'm confusing them. I'm definitely getting the lime in the opening. I definitely get white florals in here. I do get a soft spice, which is the nutmeg. A creaminess from the vanilla and the coconut. And definitely there's musk in here because this is not syrupy, it's not heavy. I feel like it's one that just kind of creates a soft cloud around you. It is really beautiful. I'm still concerned about my floaties. I need to give this more of a wear if that's not too alarming. Please let me know if you know more about if I should be alarmed that there's floaties. I want to give this more of a wear, but right now I'm concerned. So we'll put that on the back burner for right now. Then next up, a brand new one to me, but I did use up a full sample of, is the Sugarful Sunshine. Hello, cutest bottles ever. I grew up in the country in an old farmhouse, and my mom had an antique sugar pourer, and this just brings me right back. Now this one has coconut water, so think not nearly creamy like regular coconut or coconut milk, very light. Watery coconut water, but still that sweet coconut scent. I am obsessed with this. This is one I feel like you have to wear to get the full experience. You have lots of fruits in here. Pineapple, mango, lime, definitely fruit forward. Coconut water, yellow flowers, agave, moss, and amber. This one to me, if you love the fact that Baccarat Rouge or any of the dupes are a cloud of sweetness around you, and you want tropical vibes, this is it. This smells amazing on the skin. It literally radiates off you in this soft, sweet cloud. Think like sponge sugar. It is that sweet, but I get pina colada vibes, like airy, cloudy, sugary, transparent pina colada. That is what I get. I think this smells incredible. When I was using the sample, I would just get whiffs of me all day long, and I would seriously think, oh my gosh, I smell so good. Like, this is a favorite in my collection for summertime. Not gonna rock it in the winter. It's very summery, tropical. There's no hiding it. This is a true tropical fragrance, but in the summertime, she smells so beautiful, and there's just something about the way the sugar radiates off of you that is mesmerizing. So those are my real coconutty ones. These others just have coconut in there. So starting with 2 Skylar roller balls. Boardwalk, this is a good one. They did make this into a full-size spray bottle, which I'm very much thinking I will pick up. My only hesitation is I'm starting to have a lot of a lot of cotton candy fragrances in my collection, but it is good. If you love cotton candy, this is for sure in your face cotton candy, but with coconut milk that makes it creamier. It does tame the sweetness just a bit. It makes it a little bit unique. I definitely pick up like this fruity berryness. This is truly this isn't spun sugar. This is your true pink and blue cotton candy with the side of coconut milk. And then Garden Party, this was a part of their like scent club, which I would really consider joining again because there's some others on there I'm intrigued by, but I just have so many fragrances. The notes in Garden Party are actually really unique. There are marzipan, kiwi, magnolia, almond blossom, coconut, gardenia, macaroon, vanilla, sandalwood, musk. This is a perfumey gourmand. Like, I can tell this is a gourmand, but it's still very perfumey. I get the florals in there. It still smells like a fragrance, but I definitely get the sweet, desserty, like macaroon vibe. The marzipan, I definitely pick that up. If you like almondy fragrances, I think you would like this one. It is very sweet, and honestly, this one, even for being a rollerball, it does project pretty darn well. I like to apply it in my little creases by my elbow here. I use this one a lot for a topper of other coconut leaning fragrances that I want to kind of amp up sweetness because it is quite sweet. It is really pretty. They did not make this in a full size though, so I probably wouldn't repurchase just because I'm not super into rollerballs. One of my favorites in my collection, and it's one of my cheapest, Noir Distilled by Urban Outfitters. At least that's where I got it. I think they're called Le Gourmand. I love this fragrance, and the longer it sits, the darker she gets, which I love. This is an ambery, boozy vanilla with coconut. To me, the coconut just brings out kind of a richness, a creaminess. This one I would say could be unisex if you like sweet. It is sweet. I just get a rich, boozy vanilla. This is honestly one of my absolute favorite vanillas in my collection. There's just something about it. It's a little mysterious, definitely sexy. Like, she is lovely. This one you could rock all year, but I do tend to reach for it in the cooler months. I think it's because it is quite ambery. You have to like an amber fragrance. Oh my gosh. This one in my top vanillas for sure, and I think it was like 18 bucks. It was probably a little bit more because I've had this a while. But I love this fragrance. Let it sit, it just keeps getting better and better. Maybe I'll lump 3 together because they are all by Ariana Grande. Love this one. This is the newer one she launched with the hideous bottle. I hate this bottle. I don't understand. Like, there's nothing cute about it. It doesn't look cute on your shelf. It's not easy to store because it's bulky, it's weird, but dang does it smell good. It reminds me of the Cloud and the fact that it's also, again, a very airy fragrance. Maybe because she goes by Airy. I think she goes by Airy. I think so. Her name's Ariana Grande, so she probably goes by Airy. It is very airy. It makes that soft scent bubble around you that's like kind of transparent. It's like marshmallowy, billowing fragrance coming off of you. Vanilla heavy. Sweet heavy. I'm obsessed with this. There's just something about the way this wears on your skin, on your clothes. I hate this bottle. That is just stunning. Stunning. Had to have it as soon as I smelled it. You gotta like sweet, you gotta like vanilla, but I think this is amazing. The price is not bad as well. I believe it is the musk and the orris root in here that keeps it from getting too syrupy, and it keeps it that more light, soft cloudiness. I think this is stunning and honestly works really, really well in the warm months because it's not too heavy, but I wear it all year round. Love this fragrance. And then of course, Cloud and Cloud 2.0. So I feel like such a stupid person. I bought this, returned it, didn't love it at first, and then I had to rebuy it. Like, there's a gnat flying around here that is drawn to my coconutty goodness right now, so I do apologize if you see that floating around. It's driving me nuts, so I'm sure it's driving you nuts. These honestly smell extremely similar. You do not need both. I actually still like Cloud Original better. I feel this lasts better on me. And this one is supposed to be the intense version. The reason I picked this up is because it reminds me a little bit of Tribeca by Bond Number 9, which is like my dream fragrance. If I won the lottery, I would buy it, but it's like $400. I'm not gonna do that, okay? But this has an ambroxan note, and so does Tribeca. So in that, with the praline note and the little bit of gourmandness that's in the cloud scent, it reminds me of Tribeca. It's just missing that nuttiness from Tribeca that makes it really special in my opinion. That's why I got it. But you do not need both of these. They both have coconut in there, and it is intriguing because when you smell them, if I didn't know the notes from Fragrantica, I wouldn't think coconut. Like, knowing it's in there, I get how it helps with the very creamy lactonic vibe you get from these, but it's not like a coconutty summery fragrance. If you've never smelled Cloud, it's so good. It's sweet, but almost like a little bit burnt sugary sweet. The coconut probably does help with that. It's a little bit aromatic because there's lavender in there. It's very unisex, honestly, if you like sweet. And it's another one that just radiates off of you in a soft cloud. And I get why it's called Cloud. It's not syrupy. It's not a heavy fragrance. It's very like, definitely still like Cloud better. When I smell it straight from here, I like it better. I do. There's just something really special about this. I feel like the sweetness comes out more in the OG Cloud, where in Intense, the creaminess and a bit of freshness comes out because of the ambroxan. Like, I still wear this one a lot, but honestly, this is the way to go. There is coconut in here if you don't like coconut, but you like sweet, a little unisex, a little unique, but not so unique anymore because a lot of people have known about this. Then Cloud is the way to go. And then the last one is Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth. I have no idea who Sabrina Carpenter is, okay? Totally just bought this for the hype. There was a deal at my local Walgreens, and I was like, okay, everybody on the fragrance world is talking about it, so I'm gonna get it. And I'm not upset that I did. It has coconut in here, maybe coconut milk. Let me just double check that. If you have a sweet tooth like myself and you like sugary sweet fragrances, then check this out. She's affordable. I personally think the bottle's ugly. I mean, I like that it's pink, but to me, just it's eyeshadow palette is all I think about. And yeah, don't love the bottle, but dang, does it smell good. Yes, it is coconut milk, but there's also whipped cream in here. So this is very sweet, very gourmand, very creamy. There's also marshmallow and chocolate, and together with those creamy notes, I get white chocolate. There's also candied ginger in here, which gives it a zestiness, and there's some bergamot, which also brings in a little zesty freshness that keeps this from being stomach turning. But if you don't like sweet, you'll probably find it stomach turning, headache inducing. But for those of us that love sweet, this walks a fine line before it gets too much. I definitely get the marshmallow. I actually think you could wear this in the heat because of the little bit of bergamot and that little bit of zestiness from the ginger. But I will tell you, I would not overspray because I think you would make yourself sick, because this is very, very dessert-like, very beautiful in the winter. That little bit of ginger in there warms it up. I think you could rock this all year, but like I said, just be uber careful with overspraying. I definitely get the milky coconuttiness in here, but if you don't like coconut, I still think you would like this because it is not sunscreeny. It's not obviously coconut. It's just creamy lactonic coconut. And that is the last one in my fragrances that is coconut. And I know that seems like a lot, but I actually thought I was gonna have more because sometimes coconut can be hidden into fragrances where you don't realize it's there. Let me know, what is your favorite coconut fragrance? You know I want to hear about it. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.